The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
September 20th is Federal Election Day, and Canadian residents have the responsibility to choose the candidates who will best serve our country. All eligible voters may vote for the Member of Parliament who will represent the riding in which they live. Saskatchewan has 14 federal ridings. To find out which riding you live in or to check if you're registered to vote, call 1-800-463-6868 or visit www.elections.ca. As a public service to the communities in the 11 ridings we serve, Access Communications has invited the officially declared federal candidates to present a campaign message for airing exclusively on Access Now TV. The views and opinions expressed in the following campaign messages are those of the candidates. Regina Lewvan is located on the west side of Regina. Its boundaries are Armour Road on the north, Pinkey Road, Courtney Street, and Campbell Street on the west, Highway 1 on the south, and Albert Street, Victoria Avenue, Lewvan Drive, and Pasqua Street on the east. Voters in Regina Lewvan are eligible to elect one of the following candidates: Susan Cameron, representing the Liberal Party; Tria Donaldson, representing the New Democratic Party; Rod Klechko, representing the People's Party; incumbent Warren Steinley, representing the Conservative Party; or Michael Wright, representing the Green Party. Here are the candidates who are able to present their campaign message.
Hello, bonjour. I'm Susan Cameron, and I'm running in this election because Regina Lewvan needs a strong, informed voice and representation at the table where decisions are made. I'm stepping forward to advance the lives of people in Regina, regardless of age, gender identity, sexual orientation, color, or religion. While I'm new to the political arena, I've dedicated 30 years to serving our community as a teacher, sport builder, coach, and volunteer. Most recently, I supported the agriculture and agri-food industry at FCC. Je suis fille de la prairie, fière d'avoir grandi ici, à Regina, et d'avoir bâti toute ma vie dans cette merveilleuse ville. Regina is home. It is my past, my present, and my future. I care deeply about the success of our community. This is a crucial election, and I'm proud to be the Liberal candidate for your community, Regina Lewvan. The decisions our government makes in the coming 4 years will define the future for the next 50. We must finish the fight against COVID-19 and move forward together, keeping Canadians safe, healthy, and thriving. This includes strong leadership on mandatory vaccines wherever we have jurisdiction. This is the best way out of this crisis and also the best way to keep unvaccinated people safe, especially our kids. In 2019, Regina lost a long-held Liberal seat, and along with it, we lost a voice in cabinet, in caucus. The impact of this loss is felt by many, regardless of political stripe. Western producers, local businesses, charities, and nonprofits all are underrepresented, and this must change. A vote for me is how we return Regina to the table. The Liberal plan includes accessible childcare and better care for our seniors. It includes affordable housing and reconciliation with Indigenous people. It includes science-based action on climate change and investment in a green economy of the future. We need a voice in government to ensure all these actions account for our Saskatchewan realities. I am Susan Cameron, and I'm asking for your vote. On Election Day, vote for a voice that will best represent you, your families, and the community you call home. I am Susan Cameron, and I'm your voice.
Hi, my name's Tria Donaldson, and I'm your NDP candidate for here in Regina Lewvan. I've spent my whole life fighting for a more just and sustainable world. As part of the labor movement, every day I fight for wages you can raise a family on, for job and retirement security, and for safer working conditions. Prior to my work at CUPE, I worked in the environmental movement, where I fought to protect endangered species, our wild places, and for strong climate action. I've been on the front lines of campaigns to protect Saskatchewan jobs, to defend our public services, and protect our crowns from privatization. And now I'm ready to take that fight to Ottawa as your MP. I'm running because I think this community deserves better than a government that favors symbolic gestures over real action. I'm running because as the grandchild of a residential school survivor, it is unacceptable that Indigenous communities still don't have access to clean drinking water or adequate housing. I'm running because regular people shouldn't have to struggle to make ends meet while the rich get richer and multinational corporations make record profits during a pandemic. During this last year, Trudeau committed to doing the absolute minimum for workers and their families. When Trudeau wanted CERB to be just $1,000, Jagmeet Singh and the NDP doubled it to $2,000. When Trudeau left out students and seasonal and gig workers, the NDP fought to make sure they'd get help. And the Conservatives, well, through this pandemic, they were missing in action. They didn't deliver a single benefit to Canadians. The people of Regina, Lewvan deserve someone who will go to Ottawa and fight for the things that matter to you. Things like a national pharmacare program, so nobody has to go into debt to get the medications they need to survive. Things like investing in the green economy and creating good jobs that you can raise a family on while taking care of the planet. Things like overhauling the long-term care system by bringing it under the Canada Health Act and implementing a seniors' care guaranteed so everyone gets the care they deserve. And making sure that corporations and billionaires pay their fair share with a progressive tax policy that helps families. As your MP, I will join Jagmeet Singh and a strong NDP team in Ottawa who have been pushing the government hard and who will continue to fight for you.
Hello, friends. My name is Rod Klechko. I am your candidate for the People's Party of Canada in Regina, Lewvan. Today, we are in a civil liberties crisis. Forced COVID vaccinations, followed by quarterly injections, followed by passports, followed by chip and PIN IDs, followed by 100% compliance, or you will be deemed an enemy of the state. Well, not in my Canada. Why should you vote for your local PBC candidates, you ask? It's simple. Individual freedom, personal responsibility, respect, and fairness. There is no other party that will stand on these statements. Follow your gut feeling. You know that something is wrong. What is right? The PPC Party of Canada is right. The rest continue to spend your money to buy your votes. Where has that gotten you? The Liberal corruption, SNC Lavalin, the Trans Mountain Pipeline, and so much more. Conservative compliance to all of these corruption charges against the Liberals, and we still don't have an answer. The NDP socialism that must be exposed and eliminated in order to regain our true values, strong and free. The People's Party of Canada is the party of the people and for the people, not the politicians, not the banks, and certainly not the globalists. Maxime Bernier and the rest of our 312 candidates want to take back Canada for you, the Canadian people. Vote PPC. Ottawa is scared, for we are the Purple Wave.
Hi, I'm Warren Steinley, your Conservative candidate for Regina Lewvan. I'd like to get straight to the point. A Conservative government will govern for all Canadians, which means treating Saskatchewan with the respect that it deserves. We'll put a stop to the rising national debt. We'll focus on creating good paying jobs and making life more affordable right here in Regina Lewvan. We'll ensure that Canada is better prepared for the next global crisis. We will support Saskatchewan's economic drivers, like the resource sector, agriculture, and manufacturing. We'll promote and assist the entrepreneurial spirit in Saskatchewan by incentivizing investment in small business right here on Main Street. As a father of 3, I cannot stand by and watch my children's future mortgaged to line the pockets of Justin Trudeau's well-connected friends and family members. We need a Conservative government that will move Canada forward and secure our future. We need a government in Ottawa that puts hard-working Canadians first. On September 20th, I humbly ask for your vote. My name is Warren Steinley, and I will always be on Saskatchewan's side.
Hello, my name is Michael Wright, and I'm your Green Party candidate this federal election in Regina Lewvan. And I've come to ask you the same question I've been asking people on the doorstep. Have you considered voting Green? For most of you, the answer has been yes. So while you're considering that, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a teacher with Regina Public Schools. I got my Bachelor of Education right here at the U of R. I teach physics, I teach math, I teach French, and I also teach Cree when I can. I used to be an engineer with the Ministry of Highways. I got my degree in environmental systems engineering right here from the U of R. I worked in highway construction, building roads, and I worked in highway transportation policy, so I know a little bit about how government works there. I also got my master's degree in civil engineering, and I taught courses in sustainable construction and highway design at the Universidad Minuto de Dios. That's in Colombia. So I bring all that forward when it comes to having your next Member of Parliament from Regina Lewvan. And we have important issues to talk about. We've been concerned about climate change. I've been organizing for climate change since 2003 with the Green Party. If my Green Party career were a voter, it would also now be old enough to vote. So for all the people that have been growing up now with a green option, we want action on climate change. And we're upset that Justin Trudeau, instead of taking action, bought the Trans Mountain Pipeline. And now they're planning on twinning it. Building new pipelines is not action on climate change. We're concerned that our MP, Warren Steinley, voted for conversion therapy. We want to have a safe community for everybody. So we need to have MPs that will vote to end conversion therapy nationwide. We need to have clean water in our communities, both in Regina and in remote areas that have been having boil water advisories since who knows how long, since forever. We need to have no more lead connections in our water pipes in Regina, no more asbestos. And we're talking about reconciliation. We're talking about no more apprehension of children by government social services. These are the things we're bringing as the Green Party. So I'm telling you, if you're concerned about justice, if you're concerned about fairness, if you're concerned about climate change, join our cause. And on September 20th, vote Green. Thank you.
Election Day is Monday, September 20th. Most eligible voters are already registered in the National Register of Electors. All registered voters will receive a voter information card. It will tell you where and when to vote. To check if you are registered, use the online voter registration service on the Elections Canada website. If you are unable to vote on Election Day, advance polls will be held on September 10th through the 13th. Your voter information card tells you the address of your advance polling place. If you find it more convenient, you can apply to vote at one of 500 Elections Canada offices or vote by mail before Tuesday, September 14th at 6 p.m. For more information, call 1-800-463-6868 or visit www.elections.ca.